on the hunt for a baby boy name that probably is gonna have a V sound in there, something that's a little uncommon but still very familiar. I kind of noticed looking at the names they like but won't be using, they gravitate towards last names as first names and a little bit of like a cowboy vibe. So they've got this great list of names they like but won't be using. Right now, mom's front runner is Ivor, but it's not dad's favorite, and dad loves the name Rolland. It's a family name. It's not mom's favorite. They're already using a different family name as a middle name. I saw a lot of double letter boy names and the names they like but won't be using, and they requested names that had V sounds in there. So here are the 100 most popular boys names beginning with the letter V, and then these are just names that have a V sound in there. I saw them liking a lot of last names as first names, and they definitely don't want a super common name for him, but they still want it to be something that feels cozy and familiar. They were open to both vintage names and more modern ones, but I saw them mostly liking the vintage names. And then breaking down my top suggestions, I always just categorize it. So I said common, I should have said more familiar. So these are more familiar boys names that have a V sound in there. Ivan, very similar to Ivor that mom likes. I don't know if this would be too on the nose and it's gonna be that's also a no. Donovan, Davis, Calvin, and Sullivan. And then the less common ones with the V sound in there: Everin, Sylvan, Iverson, again very similar to Ivor, just a little twist on it, Sylvester, and Irving. Now looking at names that start with a V: Victor, Vaughn, Valentine, Virgil, and Van. Like I said, I titled it as common, but really there aren't any common V names. I might be wrong on this. I think every V name right now is outside the top 100. Now the less common ones: Valen, Vigo, or Vigo, depending what route you look at, Vale, Varian, and Vasco. And so I kind of focused in on the cowboy vibe, even in like the last names as first name category. It wasn't something they were aggressive with in the list of names they like wouldn't be using, but there's definitely that tinge of cowboy. So Ashby, Merritt, Crawford, Conway, and Winslow, and then just in the cowboy vibes section, Murray, Rooney, Heath, Abbott, and Merrick. And then for the honorable mentions, I was kind of noticing some of the names I like wouldn't be using weren't really represented in any of my other suggestions for them. So I was trying to encompass all of those, even like the ones that felt a little more fringe. So Ferris, Luther, Dawson, Harlan, Ellis, Lewis, Rowan, Wilder, Kit, Abe, and Clark. I would love to know what names you'd suggest for them, just based on those names they like but won't be using and their interest in names that have a V sound in there. V sounds are so compelling in names. I feel like it makes a name sound so handsome. So I'm very excited to hear what everyone else suggests, and I hope everyone's having a great day.